Let's talk about the mighty Iowa-class battleships, some of the fastest and most powerful warships ever to sail the seas. These giants weren't just floating fortresses. They were a direct response to the changing rules and chaos of the early 20th century. In the 1920s and 1930s, the world's navies were in an arms race. But it wasn't as simple as just building bigger and bigger ships. After the shock of World War I, especially the sinking of 3 lightly armored British battlecruisers at Jutland, everyone realized that armor couldn't be an afterthought. Navies wanted ships that could take a hit and dish it back even harder. But there was a catch: the Washington Naval Treaty of 1922. The United States, Great Britain, France, Italy, and Japan agreed to limit the construction of battleships. No ship could weigh more than 35,000 tons or carry guns bigger than 16 inches. The idea was to prevent another costly and dangerous naval arms race. For a while it worked, but treaties only last as long as everyone follows the rules. By 1935, Japan walked away from the negotiating table, and Italy soon followed. The remaining powers realized they were no longer bound by the old limits. Suddenly the game was back on. This is where the Iowas come in. These ships were designed to escort aircraft carriers, which were quickly becoming the new kings of the sea. That meant the Iowas needed to be fast, really fast. Unlike older battleships that lumbered along, these beasts could keep up with carrier fleets, hitting speeds of over 30 knots. That's highway speed for a 45,000-ton floating city armed with 9 16-inch guns. And speaking of firepower, those main guns could hurl a shell the weight of a small car over 20 miles. Their armor was thick enough to shrug off anything short of a direct hit from another battleship. And with advanced radar and anti-aircraft weapons, they kept the carriers safe from air attacks, a lesson learned from the disasters at Jutland and Pearl Harbor. The Iowa class became an icon, not just of American might, but of a world shifting from old-school battleships to carrier warfare. They served for decades, adapting to cruise missiles and new technologies, and even today, their legacy looms large in naval history. So the next time you see a picture of an Iowa-class battleship, remember, these ships were more than just steel and guns. They were a product of treaties, wars, and the relentless drive to outmatch the enemy, no matter what the rules said.